Shit,
Yeah.
but
Jeff's relatively fine. He's just walking around crushing skulls, you know, just like doing as his name says, collecting some blood.
Nearly crushes mine while I'm down.
I thought you were a wolf man, sorry.
Has an urge.
He walks up, goes to swing, at the last second notices that it's you, and like just moves to the side, and, like lands right next to your head.
Makes a crater.
If you still had your hair, it would have like caught on your hair.
Oh, thank God I shaved.
That's a good thing you cut
God,
that
that wasn't
shit.
me.
Okay, so yeah, so you have your long rest. The 8 hours go by without any problems.
Man, that was quick.
And we wake up, and the place where you thought you stayed is no longer, and it's surrounded by fog.
Oh, so you're finally awake.
You see a path.
You all wake up on a carriage. You're finally awake. Walked right into that Imperial ambush, just like us, and that thief over there.
Big yikes on that one.
Okay. So, you have your rest, and everything goes without a hitch. Are you guys going to continue back to the path that you were following?
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
it.
why
why not?
not?
No.
Okay.
Nah, I'm going home. Fuck this. Bye. Nah, back on the path.
Okay. Following the path, you see black pools of water stand like dark mirrors in and all around the muddy roadway. Giant trees loom on both sides of the road. Little bits of embers from firebolts that have gone astray, just starting to go out. Their branches clawing at the mist. As you make your way down this road, you begin to
Just
see a
imagine the
lot-
face he's making as the one in the bottom left.
As you make your way down this road, you begin to see a large landmark ahead of you. Emerging from the mist gradually, the closer you get to it, the easier it is to see. It juts out of the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road.
Giant penis.
Approaching it, you can make out high stone buttresses with huge iron gates set into the stonework ahead of you. It's like you're approaching a huge gateway. Now, this isn't on any of the maps that you guys have of the Misty Forest.
Ooh.
Do you wish to approach it?
Is there,
Actually,
is there anything else around or not?
It's just sort of like mountainy. Hold on, I can give you a picture to.
Can I use like insight or something into the area or?
Oh, hello.
Oh!
There's a handout.
I get a
So
handout.
that's what it looks like.
Okay.
Where am I?
You guys are approaching.
You're the horse, you piece of shit. Fuck up.
Oh, sweet. Hey, Gandalf does right. On the light of the 5th day, look to the east.
So, as you get close to it, you begin to see that it's really quite immense. The stone buttresses are about 60 feet tall.
Oh.
60 subways.
So is this Barovia, is it?
These are the gates of Barovia.
Ooh, okay.
Not that you should know that it's called Barovia yet, but I don't know. Game.
I had insight.
Sure. You just knew. You looked at it and went, Barovia.
It has a good fitting for the sound Barovia.
I'm not sure about this land, but I want to call it Barovia.
Let's get this feeling, you know?
Alright. So are the
So-
gates shut?
There are huge iron gates set into the middle of them, embedded into the stonework. Through the gates, you can see that the road continues on, as the gates are slightly ajar. The gates, which look quite rusty, are flanked on either side by two gigantic headless statues of armed guardians. The statues that you guys see, that they appear to be human, but they're not like elf or anything like that.
Okay.
Though 60 feet tall, they are. And it's kind of hard to tell, because obviously they haven't got the heads. As you make your approach, you notice that the gates are slightly ajar, enough for you to easily make it through the gate. You also see that the heads belonging to the statues are lying in the weeds near their feet.
Ah, yes, I see.
What do you guys want to do?
Can I go suss out the head?
Sure.
Crush it.
I guess we'll wonder. Suss out the head.
Step on it.
Okay, do you want to roll an investigation check?
Yeah, fuck it, why not? What is it? 1d20
Investigation is
plus
+2.
18.
18. So these heads are massive, like they're like 60 feet, like round.
God
like,
damn it, it's bigger than me.
like they're massive.
That's
Sorry, not
perfect
60 feet.
skull.
That would be wrong. But like they're massive, like they're huge. Like they're like Kale's length, sort of. If you were to lie down next to it, it'd be roughly the same size. And yeah, looking at it, it's the features of the face definitely look human. And you can't tell what caused the heads to, like.
Well, be there.
Yeah. Not sure why they've been decapitated.
Can I crush it?
You can try.
I'm gonna try and crush it.
This is a lot of rock.
Hold up. Let me roll. Can I roll like a history check or something?
Fuck you.
Sure.
Alright, I'll roll a history check.
There are 2 heads. No, there are 2 heads. Jeff, you can still crush.
Yeah.
You can still attempt to crush one of them.
You shall not crush.
I'll crush you.
So that's just a strength check, Kale. So d20 plus 5.
Yeah, well.
15. Nothing of this appears to be like something that you know. Like it's not something you've ever read in any books. It's very weird to you. It's like you've never heard of this, like the civilization that would have like something like this. Like you're sure that you would have heard of something like this, but you don't know anything about it.
Fuck it, boys. Aliens. We're leaving.
Aliens.
Alright, go. Roll your strength check.
Yay. Off that beach. Oh.
So as you swing down your giant hammer, it hits the face of the rock and bounces back up, and it like hurts your hands.
Boom.
Like the solid impact just sort of like wrings your hands out.
Damn it.
It doesn't really do anything. There's like a slight little crack in it, but that's about it.
I've still
Do it
crushed
again.
I've still crushed it a little bit. I'll accept it.
Fair enough. Alright, so what do you guys want to do?
I mean.
Can I put it in my pocket?
Definitely not.
What, the giant head? Just put this in my pocket real quick.
So like looking to the left and to the right of the gate, you see that there's like mountains that go up, like
And
very
there's-
sort of
there's-
sheer mountains, like
there's
that don't
no one
look ones
around
that
or
would be
anything
very
like that?
easily climbable.
Can we peek through the gate?
Yeah, you can peek through the gate.
Yeah, do picky boys.
Alright, let's peek through the
Not
gate.
fucking Gandalf because he's blind. I'll do it.
No, I can see.
No, you can't. What
I
is
like
it?
the specs saying-
You don't really need to check to look through the gate. It's just the path just seems to
Maybe
continue. on through the
Barovia has like a local spectators.
gate. Maybe
I hope
they
it
do.
does.
Wait, who's the best person to look?
Me.
I mean,
What-
you don't really need
what's
to
the
roll.
roll?
It's just.
Alright, we're having a look. We're having a look.
We're picking.
So, looking through, you just see that the road continues on, and like the forest also just seems to continue on through it. You can't see anything strange or abnormal. You can roll to check for like traps and things like that if you wish. That's up to
What
you.
rolls that?
Send Dovahkiin through first. He's
That
the
would
tank.
be investigation, I think,
Okay.
or perception.
Do we want to look at the look for traps or just wing it?
I mean,
Or
you
just
can
send
if
Nick
you want.
through.
You can look.
Why don't we just send Nick through?
Yeah, just send Nick through. Dovahkiin.
Okay. Is that okay with you, Mitch?
Yeah,
He's
I
not
was gonna
here,
say
he's
I have +3 perception if we wanted to.
Yeah, so do I.
What's my character got? Perception. I've got +4.
Okay.
Yeah, I got fucking -1, so I had to pick.
And Dovahkiin has +1. Okay, so I'll have my character roll.
Lucy,
Alright.
have a look, Matt.
I said +4, didn't I?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just as I said, it's just sort of like the road just sort of continues on. Nothing looks out of the ordinary. It's just sort of looks like a very old gatehouse.
We can never be too sure.
Do
Dovahkiin,
you
get in there.
see? Do you see any fire?
No, there is no fire. Your firebolts have not travelled this far.
Okay.
You like the
your
Mitsumi
path.
ones.
Your path sort of like
I
wound
cast
around.
fireball.
Your path through the forest sort of like wound around. So like anything that sort of would have gone through would have like hit a tree or just hit the
So I
ground.
need to cast fireball up next time.
Or you know, at the enemy.
That might work.
Ah, yes, of course. Alright, now let's send Nick through first and let's
Yeah,
walk
get in there,
He's
Dovahkiin.
like, wait, we were fighting?
Okay, so
I couldn't see any enemies.
Nick steps through the gates. Nothing seems to happen. He turns back to look at you for further instruction.
And he disappears. Okay.
Magic.
You want him to continue on down, or
Uh,
is that just...
the rest of
Let him
us
take-
will follow him through. I'll follow
Alright,
him
we'll
through
move
all
up to
this.
him and then we'll get Nick to take another step.
Okay, but so Nick's through the gate at this point.
Yeah, okay, so let's just leave Nick. Let's just let Nick lead the group for now.
So
like a
we
few
walk
paces
up and
ahead.
we close the gate.
Nah, you're definitely not closing that gate.
Bit too big.
It is stupidly heavy.
Kale, smash it.
What do you mean? It's got a skull.
I'll draw one.
Kale couldn't damage the rock here. There's no way he's gonna damage the
Hey, you
giant
shut up.
blade.
I'm still uncomfortable about that.
Man, we got a weak. What are you again?
It's barbarian.
No, what race are you?
My Goliath.
Yeah,
A
Goliath.
Goliath, a weak Goliath. We got
Okay.
the grunt. Alright. For the run.
Bitch.
So you guys make your way through.
Alright, let's
Everything
move
seems normal.
Wait, are we moving?
Yeah, Nick's
Are
leading the
you
group.
gonna continue on the path?
Yeah, I guess so. Let's keep going.
Okay, so you continue on the path with Nick leading the group. You walk up and you round a bend, and as you round the bend, just out of sight of the gate, you hear the gate slam shut.
Uh-oh. Wait, hang on. If none of us could close it, what the fuck just closed it?
Oh, he's a big boy.
Am I being challenged?
Do you want to go back and have a look?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
No, I think we run.
Nah, I'm gonna suss it out.
Wait, why is the old guy saying we should run?
He could just turn invis and step out the way.
Okay, so Kale, you go back around the corner and you have a look.
I'll go up sus, be right back, guys.
Wait, why aren't we sending Dovahkiin?
Because Kale wanted to have a look, he's being
I've
challenged.
been challenged.
Fight to the death.
You look down at the gate's completely shut. You can't notice, like, that there's no one there, you can't see anyone.
Look up.
Looking up.
Okay, would you like to roll perception to see what you say?
Yeah, alright, -1, hang on.
Or investigation if you've got that.
What's my
Yeah,
investigation?
+2.
Oh, +2, yeah, fuck it, I'll take that. A 12.
12. Yeah, you can't see a thing. There's nothing that would, indicate that someone was there. You can't see any, like, tracks that went there before, like, that went yours.
Look down.
Alright.
Also, you notice, looking over the top of the gate now, that you can see over the top, because it's sort of like a hill going up.
Yeah.
So you can see, like, over the top now. Looking at the top of the gate, you can only see a giant wall of fog. You can't see past it at all. So contrary to what you can see in the handout, where you can see, like, bits and pieces over the top, you can't see a thing. It's a thick wall of fog.
Alright, I'm gonna move back to the group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continue on our merry way. I'm gonna stay at the back and I'm gonna keep a close eye out behind me in case any little challengers decide to fucking show up and think
Are we
they're
in a
better than me.
forest again?
You are. You're in like a woods now. Pressing forward into the woods in front of you, you become aware that the silence is deafening.
The what is that?
There's silence.
Oh, it's silent.
There's no birds singing, no crickets, and even the cicadas that you've grown accustomed to on your journey so far are silent.
Oh.
We send Nick forward.
Can we keep walking?
What if we chuck Nick into the forest and see if he comes out?
No, you like as soon as you sort of pass through, you're already back into the woods. Like there's no sort of like leaving the woods unless you
okay.
want to go further into it.
Well,
Gandalf,
yes.
you catch the scent of death on the air.
He can smell, but he can't see.
Actually, you notice it too, Zeki.
I was gonna say, do you use the death to say when you lose one of your senses, your other ones get heightened?
Yeah, exactly right. He's fucking blind, I'm telling you.
What he literally is the sense of his hair or something.
Yeah.
Yes, so you can both catch the scent of death.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Death.
Smell it more.
So the
Give it a
scent
big
of death.
sniff.
You notice that the scent sort of would take you off the path of the woods. It would take you sort of further into the woods. Do you want to follow it?
What does the other way lead us to?
Well, you don't know where the path goes.
Well, guys, it could be.
Is it
could
just
be
back-
Like,
is it-
It could be good loot, you know. We could get like
Yes,
a
because the smell of death leads to good loot.
Well, the smell of death probably means a death.
I'm not gonna lie, there can't
Yeah,
be
exactly.
anything harder than 5 wolves. Let's go.
Fuck it, alright. On that logic.
Follow the.
Let's be honest, there's 5
Follow
of
the
us.
blind man who can smell it, and let's go.
Okay, so following the scent of death, you have no trouble following it. The foul scent leads you to a human corpse, half buried in the underbrush, about 15
Yeah.
feet from the road.
Yum.
A young
You wanna
man
lick,
appears
Kale?
to be a commoner.
Hang on, is his skull crushed?
His muddy clothes are torn and raked with claw marks. Crows have been at the body, which is surrounded by the paw prints. This man has obviously been dead for several days, and he holds a crumpled envelope in one hand.
I cast a firebolt on the envelope.
Fuck off.
I miss.
Someone's gonna grab that envelope, and I'm gonna have no dead body reaching out and grabbing it.
I can read lots of languages.
You have to get it.
Gandalf grabs the letter. Nothing happens.
I crush his skull. Nothing else happens.
So the letter in his hand has like the letter B embossed in the wax seal. The parchment is worn and flimsy.
B for bonk.
I open the letter.
You open the letter. Okay.
It's not your letter. It's not just you.
I don't care.
Oh.
Let me show
It's a
you
bill.
what there is. Hey.
It's a bill.
Yo.
Oh, hello, a letter.
Alright.
Okay. Thank God there's something.
No, we have to read that.
Gandalf, read as well.
Knight and valor.
Oh, goddamn.
I, the Burgomaster of Barovia, send you honor with despair.
Master.
My adopted daughter, the fair Irina Koliana, has been these past nights bitten by a vampire. For over 400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. Now, my dear Irina languishes and dies from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. So I say to you, give us up for dead and encircle this land with the symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power that the devil may be contained within these walls of weeping Barovia. Leave our sorrows to our graves, and save the world from this evil fate of ours. There is much wealth entrapped in this community. Return for your reward after we are all departed for a better life. Kolyan Indirovich, Burgomaster.
Man, that guy probably makes some sick burgers.
I know.
So...
I'll let you know that the Burgomaster is kind of like the captain of the village kind of thing.
Apprentice.
So
Hardball!
this guy is like the leader of Barovia.
Okay. I'm assuming
Wait,
he's dead.
so is this him dead, or is this his messenger dead?
This isn't him.
It's probably
Obviously, he wouldn't send this.
Well,
It's the
he
holy
said
man.
before, what he said
himself.
before, he was just a commoner.
Yeah, this man's just a commoner.
Alright, so what did he say? There's something in the woods or something?
A vampire.
Oh, yeah, okay. Do you want to chase it?
No.
Okay, so
Let's just think about this. If we just killed 5 wolves with 40 health, that means we did about 200 damage, and only I died.
Wait, when do we level up or anything?
not yet.
Yeah.
Do we think this thing has more than 200 health?
Probably. So let's go for it.
Also, I'd like to note that you were supposed to do this part at level 1. And,
Attack!
Yeah.
What are we attacking?
Nothing currently.
Wood.
I cast firebolt.
There is nothing around us. What are we attacking?
There's probably a train or something in there. You know?
As you were all surrounding this letter, reading it, a lone wolf howls in the distance.
Oh, daddy.
Oh!
Thanks, Matt.
What do you want to do?
Uh,
So you can stick around here, or you could like return to the road, or I guess you could travel.
I say
further into the
maybe
forest.
let's have a look around the area that we're in now.
Okay.
It's a quick
What
squeeze.
if I cast invisibility and I sneak up next to it?
Next to what?
The wolf.
The wolf
It
in the
seems-
far
like-
distance.
Yeah, like you don't know actually where it is yet. Like you can just hear it in the distance.
Oh,
You
we
have
can't
no
see him.
idea-
Okay.
Yeah, you have no idea where it actually is.
Oh, okay. I may
I say
not
just
go.
do like a little suss around the area and see if we can find anything.
Okay. Do you want to roll perception for me?
I don't want to.
I can roll if you want.
Sure. Go ahead.
I don't want to do it.
Gandalf's up for a challenge.
Gandalf failed.
You're actually blind.
Gandalf goes, don't worry guys, I got this. Walks into a tree.
So you start walking around, like eyes to the ground, looking, and you walk headfirst into a tree. You take 1 bludgeoning damage. You got a little cut on your head from where you just walked into the tree.
Fucking dumbass.
The twig.
Could I use my perception?
Go for it, dude.
Sure.
Just don't fuck up or we will bully you.
Or I can't be as bad as that useless sack of shit.
Boy, you gotta say.
That blind.
So with a 10, you're looking around, like other than the fact that the foot seemed to lead back to the path, the footprints that you saw around the dead body, they sort of lead back to the path. You can't sort of see much else in the general area. As you both are searching the area, a second wolf joins in the howl.
Oh!
I don't know,
What do you wish to
man.
do now?
Maybe move back to the path?
Was there anything else on the dude, by the way?
There's a letter.
Let me find out. Well, actually, you have to search him.
Did he have a nice pair of like Nike?
I'll search him and crush his skull.
So roll a perception check. Or an investigation, up to you. Actually.
I'm good at perception. Hang on.
I'm doing it. Fuck off.
Alright, you do it. You do it.
Okay, we'll do it.
I'm doing a investigation check. And I'm better than all of you.
So you find like 5 silver on him.
Ah, mint, money.
He's obviously he seems to be very poor. Like, he's a commoner. He doesn't have much on him. It's just the clothes on his back, and he had about 5 silver on him.
I'm pocketing the money.
Okay.
How do you
Right.
pocket money?
So if you scroll down and you go to your equipment, and there's the little currency thing.
What's that?
It's
yeah,
like to the right hand side above match equipment.
Top right of that box.
Ah, little currency thing.
Yeah, you click that, and then you can add in your 5 silver.
Yay! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Electrum.
I have 5 silver. Yay!
Alright.
Okay. So did you guys? You said you were moving back to the path.
Yeah, fuck it.
I
why
think
not?
we'll go back to the path.
Okay. As you guys reach back to the path, the howls fall silent.
Oh.
Oh.
Or? Or? Alright.
We
So
found a
you
seal.
continue to head back up the where you're going.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But we check where we're going.
Yep. Okay.
Do you have a map? Does anyone have a map? Real talk.
Well, you guys did have a map of the place of the like the misty
But
forest.
this is
that
a
you
new
were in,
area.
But the map doesn't match anything that you're seeing right now.
Okay.
Especially not those gates. Like you
All those
definitely know
figures and stuff, yeah.
if they were on there, but there's nothing.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
We'll just wander along.
We proceed with caution.
I like
Okay.
that.
You come into a clearing, and you can see a river which flows as clear as a blue winter sky through the valley. Ahead of
to
you,
build
you can
our
see what
Minecraft
appears
house.
to be a village, and at the end of the road, you are following.
I'd love to have some like background to this. Or
So now it's a clearing.
Yeah,
Is
so
there anything behind us?
have you got a new scene or something?
not quite, like very close to.
Alright, we turn back.
Leave.
Like I've got a map of the whole area, but I don't know how well it works if I were to put it up right now. So,
No, that's it. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe let's
are you going to, can you continue onto the village?
Wait, is there anything following us behind?
No, you turn around. There's nothing that you can see, unless you'd like to. Actually,
Yeah.
roll for it.
What am I rolling? Perception?
Perception. Yeah.
I swear to God, the blind man going for perception. Oh my fucking god!
No, nothing.
Right,
Nothing
that's
you
it,
can see.
Gandalf. I've had enough of your fucking crazy stories. Sit down, shut up.
I can only see 10 subways ahead.
So, do you wish to continue onto the village?
Yeah, fuck
I
it.
think we continue on to the village.
Okay. Tall shapes loom out of the dense fog that surrounds everything.
Tall
The muddy
shapes,
ground
you say?
underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones. The tall shape becomes recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence except for mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance.
Which motherfucker's crying? Who's
Entering the village,
crying
you
now?
see tall houses dark as tombstones. Nestled among these sullen dwellings are a handful of closed-up shops. Even the tavern is shut tight. A soft whimpering draws your eyes towards a pair of children standing in the middle of an otherwise lifeless street.
Sounds like a jump scare.
Wait, are these people alive?
Oh!
Welcome to the village of Barovia.
Oh, yes.
Where am I?
I'm putting you guys in right now.
Oh, it's Count Dracula? Look at it.
I think you guys said you were sending Zeke. That's not Zeke, Dirk in ahead. Wait, I just wanted
There's
to.
two Dovahkiins and a Gandalf.
Alrighty.
Okay. So this is where you sort of enter in the village.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna yell out to the kids, what the fuck you doing, you little shits?
Wait, where are the kids?
Up here.
Yeah, the kids are up like above where.
The two
kids-
tokens.
Oh, I thought that was like a vampire or something.
No. Those are the two kids that you can hear.
Ah, okay.
That are like whimpering.
I'm gonna yell out to them, what the fuck you doing, you little shits?
Whoa. Okay, yeah, alright, just do it.
The little girl turns to the boy and shushes him. And she then turns to you and says, "There's a monster in our house." She then points to the tall brick row house that has seen better days, which is the one they're standing right in front of.
Where?
Its windows are dark. It has a gated portico on the ground floor, and the rusty gate is slightly ajar. The houses on either side are abandoned, their windows and doors boarded up.
Alright, I know what to do, boys. I'll burn the house down.
I don't think the kids are gonna like that.
We killed the monster. You know. Do we want to satisfy the kids or?
Can we do a check to see if there's anything in the house?
I mean,
Wait, can I smell anything?
Yeah, what can Gandalf smell?
it just smells like a town. Like it smells a bit dirty. Like you note that the town probably doesn't have any plumbing. Like it's a very
Alright, probably.
There's people shitting in the streets.
God damn it, ew.
not in the streets, but like it's probably the sort of thing where it's like in their houses and it's like disposed of like once a week kind of thing.
Yes.
Once a day even.
Let's I wanna suss this house out.
So we can't see anything in the windows?
No, the windows are dark and you can't see through them.
I cast light. Can I cast light?
You can.
Why would you do that when we're outside the house?
Well, you can put it up to the window and you can sort of see through a little bit.
That sounds like a jump scare.
So, are you doing that?
Booga booga.
I think that's one of your.
It is one of my.
It's one of your cantrips. It's fine. That's whenever you want that.
Okay. Oh god, I stood on the kid. Sorry, but.
Okay, so.
I'll walk up to the window and I'll cast light on the window.
Okay.
Hey,
so,
come up, Kale. I'm scared. Come on.
Oh, come on, fuck it.
Okay, so I guess everyone's moving up. Moving up is what I mentioned.
Alright.
Okay, so looking into the window, you can just see what appears to be a very normal looking room. You can sort of see into what would appear to be sort of like a living room kind of thing. There's like a little fireplace and whatnot,
Okay.
but you can't see anything out of the ordinary.
Can I question the kids further?
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's ask the kids
Yep.
again.
What kind of monster?
We don't know what it is, but we can hear its howls at night.
It's a werewolf.
So it's a wolf.
Can I tame it?
Sounds like a skull.
Puppy? A skull to be crushed? Alright, we're moving in, boys.
Oh, wait. It howls at night. If it's a werewolf, is it daytime?
No, it's getting to be nighttime actually.
Oh,
What time is it?
what
It's
time
probably
is it?
about 10, 11 o'clock. Because you
Is that
guys set
Eastern
out.
Standard Time?
Because you guys set out at about morning, and then you walked for about 5 hours, and then you had an 8-hour rest.
Wait, so it's 11 p.m.
Yeah, it's getting
Ah.
pretty dark at this point.
I'd say it's pitch black.
What are you after,
Okay,
boys? Do we
alright.
move into the house?
Alright. Alright, you go first, Cal.
I think I have a torch, if I'm not mistaken.
You can continue to question them if you want before you go in.
Oh, okay.
You're just gonna go, what's in there? We don't know.
What else am I
Let's
gonna...
kick in the door.
What else am I... what else am I gonna question them?
Oh, wait, guys, I have a little bag of sand on me.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
I don't know.
What the...
Yeah.
I'll pour it on the kid. Tell us more.
Okay, so as a little girl sees you approach the door, she like touches you on the arm. Actually, she like jumps and touches you on the arm.
Don't touch me, bitch.
She says, "Please, sir, there's
Can I
a
have some
baby.
more?
His name's Walter. He's in the 3rd floor in the nursery." Please,
Gandalf,
if you-
burn the house down.
Affirmative.
Affirmative. Light it up.
Wait, what's the house made of? Wood?
I'd say it's probably a mixture of stone and like brick. It's not like they're not like wooden huts. They're like dull stone buildings.
Alright, so there's a kid on the 3rd floor.
What's mold earth do? What can I do there?
Nothing.
Mold earth.
Oh, it's dirt or stone. Okay.
I mean,
Does the
there-
house
there
have
is
a
a door
balcony
that he's
by any
open.
chance?
Hold on. I believe there are 2 balconies. Let me quickly read.
Can I try and jump up to one of them?
Yeah, so what if you climb on
I
top?
believe that is very high up. I think it's on the 3rd floor.
I got a
What
pretty
about
good
second?
jump.
Is that wait? But there's 2 balconies. There's a second floor.
I
And
think
I'll sit on your back, Cal.
I'm not sending the blind man in first.
No, I'll sit on your back as you jump up. You know.
So the house has 3 stories with 2 balconies on the 3rd floor. One facing the front of the house, the other facing the back.
Can I try and climb the house up to the 3rd floor?
You can try.
I'm gonna give it a crack.
If you do it, I'll do it.
I'm guessing acrobatics?
Yeah, that would be acrobatics. Or athletics, actually. Actually, probably more athletics if you're climbing.
+5, baby. 16.
16. Okay, so it's not the easiest thing to climb. Like, it's reasonably smooth. Like, it's not like sort of all jagged
Right,
where
yeah.
you've got like nice handholds.
Yeah.
So you sort of struggle. You sort of get like one hand on the thing, like on the balcony,
Yeah.
and your hand just sort of slips off. It's as if like
God damn it.
it's not something you would say is like physically. Like it's not something like you just sort of like missed. It's more like you touched it, and it's like the house didn't want you to touch it.
What about throwing Gandalf through the window?
I'm down.
Fuck!
The front door is open.
Your man's agrees.
Nah. That's too mainstream. He'll excited.
Too mainstream. Alright, let's send Dovahkiin in first.
Wait, am I going on the second story?
No,
So
you guys sit in the back and smell.
Oh.
and I think they also said okay. And one more thing they didn't mention is Mama and Papa, they keep the monster trapped in the basement.
Oh, it's trapped.
Oh, what the fuck?
But they're
Could
obviously
have told
scared
us
out of their,
earlier.
Where the
they're,
fuck?
they're scared out of their wits though.
Where the fuck are the parents, man?
We don't know. They were just here, but
They're dead.
They're not.
Okay, anyway.
Wait, their parents.
yes.
So I'm
Hey.
guessing the monster's gotten
Parents
out of the
are the
basement.
monster. There's no one else in the town, you said, right?
Well, there's people, but
No one
they're
else that you can see. Like there's no one out walking about.
Yeah,
People
yeah,
might be within houses, but that you can see, there's no one like walking in the streets.
So
or
the
anything.
kids said the monster's trapped in the basement.
It
right?
usually is, but they're scared, so which means it's probably escaped.
Yeah.
They like when you're questioning them, they sound very sure that the monster is still in the basement.
Okay. Alright, let's walk in then.
Yeah, fuck it, let's go.